Ooh, and a mess. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Hello, welcome to VRML. We're here back on Channel 1. Dimwee, I don't want to hear it from you. And in fact, I can't because your voice is still broken, isn't it? Nonetheless, hi guys, welcome to VRML Channel 1. We've got ourselves an exciting match ahead. In fact, two of them, including a lot of familiar faces that I've just met recently, and a return of a Gov into the player's position in Gilligan another half hour from now. But first, we're starting out with Tyro NA facing off against Lethal. You're starting off with me, Palador, JG, with me on the cast, and Newton Dad on the cams, who was intending the cast, and then like a horrible overlord, I just stole it away from him at the last minute. But how's it going, JG and or Newton?
Well, I can go off. It's going well. Back to college. Got my second day down on my sleeve after a very long winter break. So finally excited to get back into school. But before that, I've got like a 1 to 2 week grace period before I'm probably going to be flustered with homework. So before this, I kind of... What? Yeah. So I'm getting in this little section of casting. So excited to see how these are going to play out, and hopefully for Season 5, I can get a lot in. But nonetheless, Palador, first round, take it away.
Oh, this ain't homework, JG. This is just the dream, and we're living it. Let's see which team will be thriving to start things off now on the first joust over on left lane. We got Luke, Cool Whip, Wiggles, and Carl on Tyro NA. Meanwhile, they will get the disc here on that play. Meanwhile, on Lethal, it's Prince Zyzer, Lulu, Frenzy, and Para. So, got the rosters here on our third stream here of NA and of Season 5 for that matter. The first shot snagged by Wiggles. What a stellar save that was.
Yeah, as Frenzy will try and go for the recollect. Unfortunately, it will be Cool Whip to just send it down through into Tunnel. Gonna make some weird bounces. Although it will go through, Frenzy will be there on the back end with the stack to pass it down to Para and just take their time. A very smart play to just reposition themselves to get that stack on. And now Lethal has the push up, but unfortunately, it is Tyro NA to get that repossession. But once again, back it is Lulu to send it through right to Frenzy. Frenzy gonna go for the one-on-one and make it in a minute 02 first round.
That was the Frenzy, that was a flurry, but finally we got the first 2 points after a minute as noted there, putting it home. So on the board first. And first score of this stream. Again, we have at least 2 matches here today. Might still pick some up later on. You never know me. But Lethal on the board.
Wiggles going to send it through to Luke. Luke going to look for a pass, wait for the stack, see how they're going to play out. To Carl. Carl just going to slightly push up and just make another reset. Now to Wiggles, going to go inverted. And let's see how this is going to be played out with Luke with that repossession just slightly crawling up.
And off the wall will be picked off, it looks like, first by Lulu. Maybe just barely, but snagging it is that stack. Nicely done. Wiggles and Luke trying to break it off into the bubble, but it will be taken by Para. Para getting stunned, a little bit paralyzed, I suppose. Now using the pair of eyes to find the pass to Luke. And Luke, the wise back pass to Wiggles.
What a reset. I don't think we've seen many seasons where there's that many resets. That's going to be an interception from Wiggles. Luke trying to go for the shot. It will ding off the ring. But back to what I was saying, resets like that, the first time I've actually seen that used really well was in the Redshift land that actually just happened. Yeah. And I think it was, at least for me, it was just crazy to see how you're in bubble already and you go for the reset and it just... The playing field is so much more different than it has been before.
It takes an incredible amount of discipline to see a potential driving angle with defenders there, but it's hard to resist that temptation. That shot, not hard to make, not if you're Para. Wonderful hit there for the 5-point lead.
Took so long, and then as soon as I stopped talking, the action happened. I mean, what a coincidence. Anyways, it will be Tyro. And back again with Tyro NA, 5 points down. Still a lot of time on the clock, 6:40 left, so we're going to have to see how this is played out. Now, Cool Whip with the possession with a very fast play by Tyro with a bounce. Unfortunate, but Carl's just going to make another reset. Wiggles Gonna send it straight down through. Cool Whip unable to grab the first joust with a little bit of tracking issues. Trying to go for the cut pass onto goal, but sent through. Wiggles go for the interception. Now Luke for the cut, and Luke gonna make that. That's gonna make Lethal see that shot, as now they have points on the board.
And good looking from Luke, and Cool Whip on the assist there as noted. So only a matter of time. We saw the last play around about a minute ago or so. They had that drive from Luke after some nice patience, but then kind of a tougher angle was stunned and dinged off the post. That time coming in from the barrier. That gives you some wide-eyed angles at the shot, just like that one. And off the post. That dings off the iron. But another nice look at the very least. They'll still get it over for another attempt. There's Frenzy to the bottom, and collecting it, it drops. Prince Zizor, and with a scissor through the defense.
What a little play there. Totally unexpected even for me. I just saw that and said, what a play. I mean, I feel like, would you call, like, if you're about to be on a one-on-one and you do something like a jaywalker bouncing off certain spots to just get a few more bounces as a trick shot, like the trick shot of Echo Arena would be that. But Frenzy, now with the possession, going to send it down through, but Wiggles hiding behind the Geos, able to get an interception, but Lulu back again, going to send it through, making a close bounce shot, but it will be Prince there to try and set it up, but a misconnection there.
So down by 5, but still 5 minutes left, and a nice defensive stop. Oh, but a snag coming in from Lulu on Carl. It will be Frenzy passing it to the barrier. Could not quite get the wrangles on it, so they release that into the sunset, into the trap, and they will set off on the stack as it's Carl with another clear off into the opposite track. Now just latching on for a quick taxi, and they do see a goal that is snagged out by Para, and once more Blue Squad will get another clear on Tyro here, as they will, in a mad frenzy, collect here at the outer reaches of the bubble before being stunned again.
Now Carl gonna get the slap off. Nobody is there to really get off the first bounce. Luke almost there, but still not gonna be red. And as soon as Luke tries to get the disc, will get stunned out from another lethal. Now gonna be sent through to the stack. Prince now with the possession, gonna make the reset, just take their time. And honestly, I just love to see how many resets, because it gives them in a phenomenal position for them to just attack once again if maybe one position was right, but that's going to be right for Perez. That's going to be a great connection on, and now they are up 7.
And the lead grows a little bit stronger here, but still, fortunately for Tyro, they have some time to work with. Definitely got to hand it to Lethal, because as you mentioned, they had the reset there. They're recognizing they have the time advantage, the score advantage. They're playing it very wisely for sure, and just realizing that it's not them that are on the heels. It's Tyro now who are going to have to make a bit of a swing around comeback, and it's going to be predicated off of certainly some aggression and really good execution offensively.
Wiggles now going to try and possibly get it down to Cool Whip, but no, it's just going to be a little bit of airtime, but Prince will, after a little bit of fumbling, get the descent through, but not for long, as Wiggles will be there, sending it down to Carl and just take it up the floor, trying to find any connection that they have. Cool Whip with the one-on-one, nice. And that is going to be one more shot and one more goal for the side of Tyro. They are up 5. They have 3 minutes left. This is still possible. Two shots and two goals inside of, oh my gosh, I can't even speak. Sorry. 2 goals, and they can be almost tied or tied up. So let's see how that's going to be played out.
Yeah, only 5 points of difference, not too difficult to manage there, especially if they can get the disc over on the bubble. They just might, although just missing the read and missing the goal. But the stack on the back line there to recover some good redirects quickly from Lulu. Lulu and Frenzy. Frenzy putting it together, but no, another defensive play from Wiggles. We saw that to open up the round earlier on. Does it again. They need it because they cannot afford to eat any more goals against them. And what they do need is to find their way down the floor and feast on some goals of their own. But unfortunately, a recovery here from Blue, and maybe leaving them blue. But no, Lethal cannot get the score. And that's out the bubble again into another recovery by the trap, it looks like.
Para now with the possession, gonna get it to Lulu. Lulu gonna just juke around. Now to Frenzy. Frenzy gonna go for a Frenzy shot, but no, it will be dung on the goal, as that's gonna be a nice reset right back down to Prince. Prince trying to go for a shot, but will not connect. But Frenzy just gonna go for another one-on-one, and that shot will not be saved by Wiggles. Huge kudos though, because those are some great plays, and Wiggles had little to no time held with that disc. As soon as they had it, it was out of their hands.
You're exactly right, because looking at possession time right now, 2:46 going the way of Lethal compared to 3:09 for Tyro. So they're scoring more in less possession time, meaning they're acting fast and snappily as they need to score with efficiency.
Now Wiggles passing it down to Carl. They're inside of the defense of Lethal. How are they going to make play of this? Is that going to be an unfortunate bounce off of the top of the shield? Luke will get the stun off, but Prince will be there on the back end. 51 seconds left. Still possible, but they need to make a shot right now if they want to have any play in this. Let's see, as no, Frenzy will get the interception, but Wiggles for the shot, and it will ding off the goalpost. But now Carl with the disc.
Yeah, Wiggles having a good angle there. They certainly could have used that, if nothing else, for the rhythm, but they can still end this round the right way, seeing if they can find that pass. There it is, a swing, and merry-go-round, but not into the goal. Another ding off that top post. Recovery to Carl. Carl hitting a pass to the boots, tapping off said boot, and into the gloves of Wiggles, who secures one last goal, but ultimately this round will be going to Lethal.
You know, that was a phenomenal play by Tyro. Even though they didn't take this first round, that last shot is going to keep their their momentum up. And that is a huge play in anything, because if you can show that you can do your part in this game, I don't know, it's just a great momentum booster for you. Maybe the team wouldn't care that much, but at least for Tyro, they can come out saying, okay, in those last final seconds we still got a goal off, let's see what they can do even better. But Powder, was there anything that you noticed that Tyro could have done better?
Well, I mean, it's just what you said. I think there are a few misconnections on some of the passes. A couple of dings that they gone the other way that might have been an even closer game. That's the thing. I think that's the biggest thing you got to take away if you're Tyro, as you look at the scoreboard and you say, well, it felt like we had little to no momentum for most of that round, and yet we only lost by a few points, by a couple goals, right? It wasn't a blowout type of situation, despite the fact that they were not able to get a whole lot of rhythm behind them. So that's a good sign, certainly for Tyro. They were still able to stay engaged for most of that round and within striking distance. But for Lethal, what I did love to see on Lethal's side is just the fact that they had so many players getting on the board with assists, helping each other score. And everyone kind of contributing on that end in terms of the team play. It really didn't matter who it was who finished the play. What mattered was finding the right pass to said finisher who was in a good position to score. So I like that. So, Tyro, just that kind of roundabout answer your question, just a little bit of cleanup, that's all. A little bit more touch on some of the passes, a few less clears and things like that. And they'll be fine, because it was a very close first round by the end of it.
Especially as they're in Tyro, they've known each other, and I know, at least from Tyro, that they practice a lot, so they know each other really well. And as soon as you can get the chemistry and the skill linked up with each other, then teams gonna get better and better. I mean, this is still the start of Season 5. We still have so many more weeks upon us, so I am very excited to see, and I have high hopes that Tyro can easily improve and do even better than before. And so hopefully, if I do, next time I cast them, see how much they improved, because I always like to see how a team has changed, what they've done. And I'm just excited for Masters qualifications again. Like, all of the Masters just getting in that are brand new teams. I'm so excited for all the changes that have been through, and little things like the UI. Those are some amazing stuff that's been added. But yeah, go ahead.
You and I.
Sorry.
That's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm the one who needs to apologize for that one.
No, you're fine.
Anyway.
Wait, did I say I'm? Wait, what did I say?
UI. Yeah,
oh,
UI.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, okay. So, Twitch chat, save me. I'm gonna read your names just so I can stop embarrassing myself with puns. CGF on Twitch, you're still spelling it wrong, but welcome back to the stream, Nate Appleton, who I believe you're going to be at Tyro also, right? Tyro Land, that is. Good to see you here. Smooth, of course, and Johnny Mac, the Queen Cap. It rhymes, how about that? Zenith, I see you, and we've seen enough, because it's round 2. Let's go.
All right, let's see. Those boosters are going on, and it will be that fast stack from Tyro NA, able to get the first possession. Cool Up now going to be there. A shot, and that's going to be a 7-second 3-point shot. What a start for Tyro. That must feel great after having some struggles. 7 seconds, and they already have 3 points on the board.
What a quick shot that was from Cool Whip, and where it seemed like they struggled so much to score in round 1, an instant score off the Joust effectively in round 2. Maybe a sign of things to come. And not to put too much pressure on you and Newton, but I just want to say, I've casted 3 matches today. I've had an overtime in every single one. So if we do not in this one, it's on you.
Wow. How could you?
I'm sorry.
Luke, it's okay. Luke sent it down to Carl, but Prince there to get the interception off. A fast frenzy from the side of Tyro NA trying to go for the disc, but right back into hands. Luke gonna send it through, but an interception back from Frenzy. Frenzy gonna go for the shot, potentially a bounce in, but off the ding ring. That would have been deadly. Now sent all the way back through. No one to be able to get this, but it looks like it will be a side of Lethal to grab it.
I really thought that bouncer was in. Disappointing for them, definitely. That one, same results, just not quite there. Taken back, though, by Luke as well as Carl. Now they split the offense up into the left and right. You see 2 up the top wing, and Carl over at the wall, and just Luke acting like a snake down there, just sending it all the way around the different players. Unable to find the goal again, and this is kind of a return of what we saw in the last round, right? Some of those things which ended up costing them some points.
Yeah, as that was a straight send through for Lethal, as now just going to do some juking Pero,
Nice.
but Carl going to be there for the interception. We've seen that a lot of saves and interception from the side of Tyro NA. So while they're buffing up the offense, they still got the defense down in their sleeve, as now Cool Up trying to go for a shot, but a misconnect there, as Prince now with the possession going to try and send it down through, but looks like, I'm going to say it was a fully intentional reset there, but Wiggles going to be able to get it at midfield.
Yeah, and credit to Carl, I believe it was, who was playing some pretty good defense patiently to actually enable them to get the recovery and go back on offense to enable Luke from Cool Whip on the assist. 5 points uncontested thus far, and a little bit of bouncy disc eventually finds the right spot when they connect on those passes, and we kind of touched on that in the between round intermission there, JG, and just if they can clean up the dings and just put a little softer touch on the passes, they're going to have a round like this.
That was a phenomenal sack from the side of Lethal, but stopped right back on the side of Tyro. Will not be grabbed by Wiggles. A little bit of fumble, but they still got it, as that will be a cut pass down to Carl. Carl just going to find their positioning, be comfortable, and pass it right down to Luke. Luke going to go for the cut pass to Whip, but a little bit too far out, and will be sent right back down to Carl, as that will be a reset down to Wiggles.
And Wiggles just finding some of that wiggle room, stunning out, so the defense drag. They got some numbers potentially, could turn onto a 3-on-3, maybe even a 4-on-3. It passed to the backboard, but oh lord, it's going to be snagged. Saved by Para. Fantastic grab defensively as they make their way down the midline, but a recovery still yet to Tyro at the double diamond Geo. The defense trying to straggle and get back into place, and finally finding a little bit of patience, a little bit of breathing room to find that pass before another one gets on over to the right lane, but missing its mark before Para secures it and clear inbound.
There we go, sent all the way down through. Let's see which stack is able to find the possession first, and it will be Carl there. Followed up right by the fast stack as Luke able to send it, or at least grab it, but before Frenzy will stun out. Now Lethal with possession. Prince just going to sneak up, go for the cut pass, but Para will be stunned there and unable to finish that goal. Down to Frenzy, but same thing that happened on Tyro, but on the opposite side. A bounce off of the rim of shield. Now is Para going to try and go for some jukes. Go down, but Luke will be there to see that shot straight down through and send it through, as Para trying to send it to somebody on the side of Lethal, but unfortunate, as that will be fumbled a little bit.
We've seen some great defense from Wiggles and Luke now directly inside that goal. And this will be a dislodge into the bubble. That's going to bounce right into the recovery, but no, a double KO. Cool Whip taking away, trying to pass it softly. There's the touch. Oh, but the touch from Frenzy and a touch of Crazy on the defensive end. They defend again, and that's another clear but interception from Wiggles in the midfield now with the defense. A deep pass to Luke. Luke trying to push up this pace maybe, find that angle. They're going to reset out, however, as they position on the floor quickly to Cool Whip from the shoulder and into the goal, but top pocket, couldn't drop it, and it'll roll right back to the trap.
As there's going to be a little bit of fighting, Prince will be there on the first possession, bouncing up, trying to go for that long shot, but not connect. Lulu trying to go for the shot, but Wiggle's going to be there in position, sending it down to Carl and trying to get that cleared through. Successful. This is an open opportunity for Whip, but will be dung as it'll be fumbled from the side of Tyro, and Para able to find that connection as Wiggles back at again, getting some great interceptions.
Absolutely, and Wiggles now. Another play, they can push this lead to 7, potentially uncontested. That pass, beautiful, and anchor around and trying to find somebody, but nobody home. As Frenzy now is looking to recover here for Lethal. A quick stack, but a nice move from Frenzy to actually just juke barely that stack that we're coming on by. And because of this, they'll have some chance maybe at offense if they get there first, although an overshoot from several different players in a row before a take back from Lulu. Somebody needs to get back in that goal, and Coolip is there as Para now lines up maybe the next play around from the boot. They've got some cutters, but they might not need it. The backboard shot will get him the 2. What a move from Para.
3 minutes and 30 seconds. Even though this is a super close game, whatever Tyro did, it worked. I don't know if it was the time, I don't know if it was just them figuring out a certain strategy, but it worked, and they're doing it well. And now, for the first time in the second round, Tyro will have the QB as Carl will try and send it down through to Whip. Whip will get off the slap, and Luke gonna go for the shot. Gonna be off a little bit. Trying to get the repossession. Lulu gonna have a self-pass, but a fumble at that as Prince will try and get it down through. But Tyro going to be steadily pacing speed as Luke will try and go for the pass, but will not connect.
And so I'm seeing a little bit here, a little bit of what we saw in round 1, where a few of these passes coming in a little bit too quick or a little bit too strong, and they just need to calm it down a little bit. I know I said that a lot, but that's a lot bit. That's a 2-point hit for Luke, the one you see, and he saw that goal all right, 18 meters a second at that.
Deadeye. I just saw that form. I just saw the form from Luke, and it was phenomenal. At 18 meter per second shots. Those are always amazing to hit. It was a 7 meter. Could have almost been a 3, and that could have given them even better lead. But actually, the QB, Lulu, will be stunned out, giving Tyro NA a great advantage at the start. But a little bit of a fumble there as Goop would try and get repossession. But Frenzy sending it down to Para. And Para just going to take time trying to find a place to send it through. And let's see how this is going to happen as Frenzy, now with the possession, going to go for a one-on-one 360 to Para, but unfortunate at that, Tyro will get that cleared through.
Well, that would have been a really slick play. Still might have another chance at some offense here, although they haphazardly cleared into the bubble where it is taken back. Tyro here trying to play some defense. There's the stacks already underway. For both teams, that is to say. So a deep clear, a bouncer, but just barely missing the backboard, flying by, and right by the goalkeeper. Lulu diving out, being stunned out. Carl now doing some work, but Carl's going to opt for that reset. There's the patient play once again, and see if they can just play this clock. That's the biggest thing. Play possession time right now, drag that defense out, but you cannot afford these turnovers. It's all about control in this last minute, and they will have a round 3 at hand.
They can certainly do that, Palador. So we're going to have to see how this is played out through. Luke passing it down to Carl. Carl with the potential bounce shot, but will be bouncing around. Frenzy able to get the repossession, sent so quickly down. Let's see which stack can be there first. It will be Prince fumbling a little bit, giving Tyro some time to get in position. Frenzy going to go for the shot, and Frenzy will get that a minute 30 response. 3-point difference. A long shot from the side of Lethal can make this game not go to a 3rd round. But if Tyro can just hold their defense, they can hit the 2nd round and hit the 3rd. So Palador, let's see how this is going to play out.
We'll see. You know, my bias is always towards the momentary underdog, and in the sense, I want a round 3. So
there it goes.
I want to see the round 3 happen, but I'm also keeping the OT thing I said in mind. 30 seconds left. They need disc control. As I said, the turnover there could have been devastating in terms of their efforts here. But with that 23 remaining, one more goal here will certainly do it if they can get that disc back. But at this point, maybe wisely, in fact, I see a very deep backliner. In fact, a whole stack waiting, making sure that no 3s go through, as neither does that. But 10 seconds remaining, and as long as they can hold this off, we're going to see a round 3 in just a moment.
The side from Tyro knows exactly what's up. There's no chance for a
Oh, I wouldn't
three-pointer.
say
One
that.
more. Oh,
I wouldn't say that.
I was about to say. Oh, you caught me there.
We were a stun away from a potential OT.
I saw that. I was like, wait, oh no, I spoke way too soon on that. I thought I predict the future, but I just predict the next millisecond.
Yeah.
Anyways,
you were right.
Yeah.
Barely, but you were right. Oh boy.
Tyro NA taking this second round now to a third round. I think it took one round for Tyro to just, maybe it's just chemistry, maybe it's just a warm-up. As I always like to say, the first round I don't really like to consider as much. It's still a win, yes, but the team's true potential shows in the second round, whether they win or they lose, to see how it plays out, if they have to focus on a certain area or lose off a certain area to work around for this certain team.
Yeah.
So, again, whatever Tyro did, you did it right, and you've won the second round. Now, I'm curious to see how this third round's going to be played out. I know both teams are fired up.
Well, to your point, exactly that. Especially because it's early. This is the first match. The first matches for these teams, right? You're early in the season. You're being casted already. I mean, there's a whole lot of factors that go into the mental prep and the mental game and kind of working your way into a rhythm. So you're absolutely right. It takes some time, and especially when it's again the first of the season for teams, casters alike. So glad to see that. See in the chat. Oh, let's see. Was a poll did go up apparently, so you can vote on that perhaps, predicting the outcome. Fourth overtime next, Johnny Mac, maybe, we're going on to a round 3, so we'll see. First launch out, and first possession going to Lulu and the crew for blue, but a save from guess who? It's Wiggles again! It's deja vu, because I've seen that exact same save with that exact same clear 3 times now.
Phenomenal feature by the side of Tyro is that's going to be sent all the way down through Cool Whip with the possession. The stunned, but saved once again. Both of these teams are on fire. They have the energy. They have the reactions. As that will be sent straight down to Luke. Luke down to the cut pass, but will not connect, unfortunately, as he will be Prince there to slap it out and clear up that action that just happened. What a frenzy, as that will be a potential boop shot, and that stung! What is this match?
Oh, that was so close as well. Defense, and then a near miss, a near make on the boop. But that said, it's still scoreless after a minute of play. I can't believe it's just been a minute, but that said, it's down the floor again in the full stretch. It's Carl trying to heave that into the bubble. That's going to take some awkward bounces. Miss one player, be picked up by Cool Whip. Could not retrieve it, could not get the goal, that is, as Luke will retrieve it. And now I can only imagine, indeed, the reset. And that's a wise move here, recognizing, okay, didn't work. Let's calm it down. Let's find some good passing.
Now, Wiggles just taking it up, not getting challenged a lot. Pass it down to Luke. Luke sending it through, as that will be a stun off of goalie. It took a minute 27. Probably one of the longer types of goals for the first joust, especially as whoever gets that first headbutt normally, I mean, I would say normally does win it if it does go as planned, but a minute 29 for their first goal. Let's see how Lethal can do in this third round.
I mean, it was a minute, it was a really entertaining minute 29, I'll give it that much.
Yeah.
But Frenzy here, certainly not entertained by the fact that they got scored on, despite a good save from him in that first tussle as well. But Frenzy is lining up that pass to the top, and this will be just an opportunity. Oh, maybe not recognizing the situation there. That was a one-on-one at the goal, but maybe the teammate also at the shoulder thinking that Frenzy was just going to take it in. So they do not get the goal to go, and instead they're going to turn it over into a potential recovery. And that will be Para there first, as we get a subscription from, guess who? It's VRML Media with the 25 months. Well, thank you. So kind. Supporting definitely some comrades here on this stream and the next cast as well.
Para now going to go for the one-on-one. The pass, the cut, it was an attempt, and they were so close. It was an attempt, and they actually still have the possession, as it now will... Somebody will grab it. Somebody will. That's Prince. Prince going around, juking her up, and a quicker minute at that, I would say. But now, Lethal and Tyro are now tied up. 7 minutes left on the clock. Let's see how Tyro does on their first joust advantage. Or, sorry, their second second joust advantage. Or, no, first. Excuse me. First joust advantage for the side of Tyro. Let's see how this plays out.
This is the first, second, we're in the third round. That said, again, those joining us now, remember we do have another match as well coming up next. YERMA versus Luxor. The return of the Godigan Gilligan into competitive play. So I'm sure a lot of people hyped for that. Both these matches much hyped up on the VRML match page. So vote for those to give yourself the best chance of getting casted each evening. Because certainly that's how we've picked a lot of them here today alone.
Cool up. Passing it up to Carl. Jukes at that, and that will be a nice send through all the way down to Lethal's defense. Let's see how this is going to be played out as Prince will get challenged by a stack from the side of Tyro, but will just be cleared out to try and see who can gain possession. Prince will actually get the slap off, but no, Luke will be there on the midfield, able to intercept it and clear it through, possibly to Carl, but Frenzy will be there to send it clear. Almost.
Almost, but does bounce directly back to Frenzy, who just sends it right into the intercept, but a grab back by Prince, able to latch off on a bit of a train, and that train is bursting through the seams for the 5-2 lead. Prince Zizor applies it for 14 meter, and 14 meter second goal. Shout out Dimwee, because that's a 1 second goal, am I right? I'm right.
Yeah, I always love those. One of my favorite shots, at least for me, is a certain speed, a certain distance. I've seen all three of I think I saw an 18 was amazing. But now Frenzy gonna go for the shot, a long three at that 9 seconds, and so quickly. Now for the side of Lethal, they are up 6 Palador.
Yeah, you know, if you're Tyro, you better watch out because they are eating those threes, and that's never going to help you, especially in a round 3 scenario where you're already sweating from the first 2 rounds. And slow joust, I mean, that's going to leave you sweating a little bit. Luckily, they weren't punished for it. But those threes, and we might get another one here, can damage in a hurry. And to the max, it's Lulu just showering at home. 11-2. This is burst now into a big lead.
They still have time. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. They could still try and do this. They need to take it slow. That's a huge. Oh boy, something happens. They need to. I mean, from the speaker in my sky, the 007 secret microphone, as Carl still having those saves. A timeout from Tyro might be nice to just reset it, but Wiggles with the headbutt, and Wiggles gonna get the second headbutt. After being stunned, 25 seconds, and now Lethal's up 11. There we go. That must have been deadly.
If you heard that slap, that was me slapping my own skull because that was a couple of nice saves. One of them was kind of almost a lunge headbutt, but a one straight save, a lunge headbutt save, and then the third one, just Chicago going right into the goal. But that said, whatever the case was, and maybe it wasn't either, but just it hurts to have some nice defensive plays just be undone by persistent offense like that. A timeout certainly needed, might have even been needed possession or 2 ago is a thing, but they've got a lot of time on the clock for Tyro, so just got to use that to their full advantage and somehow take a breather and reset mentally. That's the biggest thing for them right now, because you can kind of see it on these jousts, the last couple of jousts, right, where they're just a little bit discombobulated, and it's probably due to a lot of talking going on in the comms while they launch out. That's usually the case for a lot of teams.
So yeah, I mean, there was so much. Like, this has been so just full of action all the time, and it's gone back to I don't know how to describe it, but just I think you did talk about it before, but the mistakes that they had in round 1 are starting to come back, and kind of round 2 was kind of like the Goldilocks, where they had the perfect bowl of soup, just right, the right bed, and
porridge, I think.
Porridge. Yeah, I think it's my childhood memories are fading on me, Palador.
No, that's okay. You know, it's curious you bring that up. Were you watching my last stream? Was that it? Was that because I just brought up Goldilocks and some porridge and anyways.
Nope.
Well, what a quinkadink. We both talked about porridge and fairy tales and stuff in our last 2 casts. But yeah, I mean, There's still a lot of time. The thing is that those mistakes coming back to bite, and I think it is, like you said, it's a bit of the mental game coming into play, and the not to mention just the endurance factor where you've already been through, a ringer here in the last couple of rounds, and when it's like I said, those early threes in round three, they hurt even more. It's not just worth 3 points; it's also worth a bunch of toll you take on, mentally speaking, because threes are more and more of a rarity in Echo to find like the open ones, right? So when you have back-to-back threes taken or made against you, rather, like Tyro did in the first few minutes of round three, I think that put them kind of in an immediate, in an immediate kind of place where, they weren't they weren't able to get comfortable because all of a sudden, oh great, now we're down three 2-point goals in a row, and it's very damaging, and it's hard to dig yourself out of that sometimes. So I think that's the biggest task for them, is just finding out how.
So, still, I mean, we're still paused. I don't blame them. It's always good to just, I mean, okay, at least for my team right now, as I've finally gotten myself to captain a team, Astro. I know people are saying, oh, the team in Season 2. No, that is not the right one.
Shout out Astro.
Shout out Astro. Pre-Season 5, that one. Yes, that's the first questions that a lot of more OG people ask and saying, oh, wasn't that by Duke, I think? Duke Ty Grabs, I think so. But one of the best things that I would suggest, at least from me, is that deep breaths, is just pure silence and just recollecting yourself. I do got to give a shout out to one of my teammates, Solar P. He's another caster, and he has a jukebox in his microphone, so pretty much he can play any sound effect or song that he wants to. So sometimes we've paused and we'd play on certain songs and just start dancing and vibing and just having, just know that we're just kind of this just group of people that are just having a fun time, and that sometimes helps us a lot out. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I love that. I love that. A jukebox, like an actual jukebox.
Pretty much. He's a real one for that, so I got to give him a little bit of a shout out. But
hey,
now
I have a jukebox too. I call it Oculusator. Anyway, last few minutes of this round. Let's go.
All right, it is gonna be Luke with the possession. Gonna go for the nice reset down to Wiggles. A little bit of ping pong there. Cool whip. Gonna just take their time. They have the area to push up, and they got to make sure that they use it well. Passing it down to Wiggles, across back to Whip. Whip just going to go for the one-on-one, and guess what? It's them 24 seconds in, and they have already made it 2 points. Palador, this break helped them out because, I don't know, it's just, that minute can mean so much. A few minutes can mean so much for a team. Might not seem a lot inside of the game, but as soon as it's like time that you actually got to think about, slowest time ever.
It all starts with one goal to break some ice, get your team feeling good again, find that rhythm again. I know the time isn't much, but it's still enough. And so that fast goal out of that timeout helped them. Goal going against them wouldn't help there. That was a very unusual. Did it hit both poles there? Nonetheless, a goal is what will be hit at the end of the day. And Lulu able to secure one. And I mean, every goal here is just going to make it more and more unlikely, unfortunately. That's a big 11-point lead they still have now.
It is Palador, is it still mathematically possible? I would say so.
Hey, Sir Dimway, where are you at?
He would know. Anyways, I still have hope. If they can really pop off their threes, as Frenzy will get the interception out, but Carl will actually slap it out to just to try and clear it out. Any three would help so much right now to just help break the ice even more, but it looks like for the side of Lethal, they're just trying to think it's their game, and they're just playing around in the arena as they're just going back and forth, just wasting a lot of time on the clock that Tyro valuably needs.
Yeah, definitely. That whole flurry we just saw there was actually crucial to the efforts here of Lethal. That was regardless of the score at the end of it, and even with this turnover, just that clock wasting was so important here. Same here. Again, more and more time as we see Dimwee chime in. And yeah, all but over now. Unfortunately, the time is about out. But still trying to see if they can score a little more for Tyro and get more points on the board, because we know it's early season and it's long season. So that said, that is not the wrong way to get going, though, for Lulu and Lethal, just stamping it home with another save. And they're dominance continues in round 3.
Lulu just grabbed it straight on and just chucked it across the arena. That was just amazing. I got to give kudos to that save because that was
Absolutely.
just pure just send and just worked out so much. As Wiggles trying to go for the shot, it will be Carl to gain the repossession, pass it down, but it will be Pero to get the interception. Bouncing through, and it does look like it will be the stack from Lethal, passing it down. Prince, excuse me, going for the one-on-one, and now with only 30 seconds left and a 13-point difference, unless you know how to time travel, it is now mathematically out of time for Tyro NA to bring this back.
And Prince leaving the Prince all over this game, and certainly 17-4. That's a statement. Third round, just kind of a runaway. Like I said, it started with those 2 3-pointers early in the round, and they just did not look back since. And they'll even end it with one more, it seems, with a ding-dunk. Not sure how I feel about that, but I can't say anything because, again, it all comes back to my team, who did that once upon a time. But that said, it will end the game there on that final goal. We're not going to waste too much time here in terms of stat review because we do have another one coming right after. So congrats indeed to Lethal for winning this match in 3 rounds and huge fashion round 3. But from this end of things, we are going to make our way over to our next match. And again, the return to competitive play of Gilligan on YERMA. So that's going to be an exciting one versus Luxor coming up next. And we're just going to go to intermission right about now, I do believe. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League. We are here on Channel 1, and we've got ourselves a sight to behold because it is YERMA versus Luxor, the return of Gilligan. Here in competitive play after a couple seasons off, governor and board member and prior times. But now, got the competitive itch, something that I can definitely familiarize with as well. That said, allegedly we're going to get a little bit of a pregame in the next second here, so we're going to try and catch it on stream, and I'm just going to be quiet if that does happen.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Here we go. Okay, I'm quiet.
Hurry.
There they go.
I'm coming.
Rapido.
Here we go. Ready?
That is adorable. I love that.
That's great.
Honestly, that's a momentum booster. I think just having a good time like that just reminds you of just having fun. So,
Can I point out on the other side, Also, Luxor is doing a little dancey dance as well. That's, you know what? Bring back the pre-game celebrations. I remember a time where Team V Respawn Joker used to do Old Town Road. Used to sing that in the locker rooms warming up. You know, bring that back. That said, we're bringing it back to the start of the first round. I'm Palador, Newton Dad on cams, JG co-casting with me. Let's go, return of Gilligan on YERMA.
Chill out, gonna try and go for a shot, but unfortunately it is Dan fumbling it. Gilligan now with the possession. Gil trying to go for a pass, will get it to Skittles. Skittles gonna go for the one-on-one. Dings off the ring, and Chill will be there on the back.
And on the polls there, 2 minutes, prediction polls, we got it. So go vote, and we'll be here with possession time now. Skittles looking for that lineup pass to Chill, but couldn't find it, so we'll go to recovery from Roman, it looks like, and securing it, setting it once again, but a nice pick coming off from Dan6.
Dan6 trying to find almost a nice shot, actually, but Gil will be there to slap it out and bounce really well, actually, straight on that Geo that helped him out. Now Chill out with the disc. Chill out gonna go for a reset all the way back down to Gilligan, just like Tyro, doing like shots like that, literally so close to going for a one-on-one. But instead just goes for the reset as Skittles trying to go for that reset, but TCP will be there instead, taking great advantage and sending that all the way through with a straight bounce. Let's see how this will play out. And fumbled a little bit as now it gives, for the side of YERMA, a lot more opportunity to get ready in defense as now they have the possession and Gil sending it through.
And Gilligan with a stun and the clear as well. If you don't know Gil, well, most people do. That's what he's known for, the stunning. But let me tell you something else. As someone who actually did get a couple games with him recently and has watched some of his matches, he'll hit shots on you all day. It's not just about the stunning; it's about the striking. Certainly for this guy right there.
Yeah, Chill out. Now I'm gonna be doing some juking around, successfully getting into Roman. Roman taking their time. We'll go for a bounce shot maybe, but no. Dan denying any access to that to try and go to the goal. A bounce at that, sending it right down to Roman. Once again, Skittles gonna try and go for the shot, but I know the force. He grabs it right out of the hands as Roman will go for the interception once again, passing it down through Gilligan and Chill out. Unable to grab it, but Roman on the back end able to. As now Skittles going for the pass down, and unfortunately, once again, will not be caught by any members from YERMA.
You know, I think what they were needing right there is just a one player around bow tie or just somewhere in the back line for a reset, because they had all these players kind of bunched up around barrier on the left side, but they were all covered as well, so they had really no options aside of backing it out. This is going to result in the forward, but no, taking it out there now. Gilligan a clear. Some good defense coming in from YERMA, so it's on its way, but so are those stacks. Down briskly they go. First to it. It looks like it will. It will be Roman. I wish it were Gil, because that would have rhymed. But that said, he's showing that he has the touch off the back.
2 minutes and 52 for the first goal of the first round. Wow.
what a stalemate.
I mean, you may think like, oh no, a stalemate, but like that shows on how equally balanced the teams are on, at least offense and defenses. That's a phenomenal sent through by Luxor, as now TCP will be there juking around. We'll miss one stack, just going for the one-on-one shot, and that's going to be a potential top pocket. But instead, just responding with a 11-second response.
Yeah, very nice from Damien, just recognizing the fact that, well, hey, no one's going to cover me up the alley. I'm going to take it coast to coast and make the most out of this opportunity.
I was going to say a little bit of a dance on the top pocket. I thought that was nice. It's just like, hey, there we go. We have responded. And now it's tied up. For the first time, YERMA will be there for the possession and for the QB. Skittles now going to get a phenomenal send through, as Roman will actually steal it right out of Chill Out's hands, or at least looks like it for the trajectory. Is now for a floor cross. Just going to go for the reset instead. Very smart, as they didn't really have a lot of a position there. Just going to go for the pass down through to Chill Out, as they were straight open and had a straight open opportunity, as now, well, they're up 2.
Well, Chill Out was doing exactly that, just chilling out on the backboard. Saw that play developing from a mile away, and so did Gilligan on the assist, but just resting on top there, looking like they were on a jacuzzi almost, just kind of hanging out. The legs extended over the side of the ledge. I mean, that was nice and calm. So for the defense, definitely got to address that and not allow that backboard positioning to be so open, because it's such a dangerous place to strike from.
Yeah, as unfortunately now as that disc will bounce a little bit too much in for the favor of YERMA. As now it's bouncing a little bit weird. TCP will be there still as they still have that forward momentum push. Now just going to go for the one-on-one, but Gilligan with the interception and the stun, and now sending it all the way right back into Luxor's defense. Let's see how this is played out as I know the Force will be there to get a nice slap out and a nice send through by TCP as now, hey, it's on YERMA's defense as well. A very quick stack at that.
Hey, it's Jack3 in the chat. Just kidding. What's up, Jake? Welcome to the stream as well as the team that is on the production side of things as Skittles will produce a great shot. And Skittles definitely happy to find themselves up by 5 points because, you know, we mentioned it the last stream, right? Last stream, first stream of the day, or first stream of the season, first matches for these teams. The first round, it's very interesting to see how the pacing develops because there's a lot of outside factors on these teams. But so far, they've definitely shown up.
Yes, that will be a phenomenal stack from the side of Luxor. It's going to be a phenomenal response straight from the side of YERMA, as that was such a close shot. Gil going to go for the pass right to chill out, and hey, I don't think they're chilled out. I think they're on fire right now. 7 points up. YERMA doing phenomenal right now.
4 points for Chill Out, 3 for Skittles, Roman with 2. Gilligan, no points, but 2 assists and 3 saves, along with 19 stuns, the game high. Do I need to even say it? So everyone contributing here so far for YERMA, but meanwhile, on this launch, Damien, kind of an interesting I don't know if that was on purpose. If it was, that was brilliant, but over to Block A, who gets it to the Force, but the Force was actually forced out of the play with a stun as Damien takes it over and tries to pass it down below, just missing the handles. However, as it's taken back by YERMA here, and Luxor back on the defense, or at least trying to get there.
As of now, once again, it will be the side of YERMA, and a fortunate spot as that will be a very straight shot and a very straight send through. As now they're up 9. Something happened with YERMA, and it just clicked. And as soon as that happened, smooth gliding for right now. It's that. What did you call that, Paldor? Like just like everything just feels right. All of your 50s, all of your saves, all of the catches just feels right. You're on fire.
Yeah, they're looking good. They're looking tall. Casters say, isn't that right? Rowdy Artifact. They are looking tall. But Block A here for Luxor trying to make a change, and much like the last match, we always say you're a goal away. Momentum not on the side of Luxor right now, but they are literally just 1 hit away. Even this 3 potentially. They just need 1 to go, and that can wipe away all the pain of minute in a hurry.
For the side of YERMA, they will get an interception by Skittles, as Skittles will actually get a straight send through, bouncing past everybody except Gilligan on the backfield. Now to Roman. Roman going to go for the cut pass down to Chill Out, and that will be another shot. 11 points up for the side of YERMA. And with 2 minutes left, it is doable for the side of Luxor, but they have to change it up right now if they want to see any opportunity for coming back in this first round. But if we get a continued path of this first round, as YERMA is just dominating right now, then we can see them comfortably getting this first win under their hands.
In that scenario right there, the launch initially good, but then didn't really have the communication on the passing exactly. They'll still get the disc back, so I know the Force will send it backwards to Dan C. Recognizing maybe this round might be out of the equation in terms of comeback territory, but they can still get some more on the board. A little flip of the disc there from Dan 6. Sends it to Damien. Damien right back at Dan, but kind of right between a couple of teammates, and they weren't able to get the handles on the disc. So this will just be a turnover to the midfield where Roman might just set up for a clear away as Damien takes it back and sends it midways again to another interception from Roman.
Roman able to get a good connection. Back and forth, Roman and Gilligan. Now to Skittles. Skittles going to be on the Geo looking for the connection, but the Force just knowing it was right for them to just clear it straight through and get the interception. As now they have an opportunity. UNG going to try and go for the pass. We'll get it down through. Maybe another one, but unfortunate at that. Dan will be there, but Chill Out will get the slap off successfully and sent straight back through as TCP Damien is now able to send it right over, and ping pong game right now, Palador.
And the Force finding the pass and trying to force it through, but no mercy given and no quarters given in the close quarters for Gilligan as he'll get the grab and the clear again. Back into the blue zone, and they might just score again. Let's see if they can. A cardinal sin. There it is once again from Skittles, and that is a sick play. I'm tasting every bit of that rainbow. That's going to be taken so out of context. But 15-2, that is the round, and I'm going to just drink my regrets away.
Oh my gosh. First round. Very comfortably set in for YERMA with 13 points. As soon as they got their first 2 points, it was a little bit slow. After that, Ended started firing, and you could see it here, is that they just continuously pushed through. And
they did.
Point on point on points. So I think that Luxor still has a phenomenal chance at this. There's a lot of opportunities that they've missed at that, but their main structure, I think, is still really good. And I think if they can just make sure that they get the right passes, because I know in a lot of the times that they've missed a goal was just a cut pass that might have just not connected with a certain player, or they had enough cut passes that they could have tried to execute the one-on-one. As we do get a timeout, but both sides, even though the score doesn't show it, I think both sides did a phenomenal job just pushing it back and forth. At least possession time, you might know that, Palador, but I think it was pretty equal. I think at least from what I saw is that both sides had an equal amount of just action in their hands.
You know what else we have in our hands besides some good Twitch clips tonight? A lot of fans. We broke 100. Awesome to see again. I mean, same thing for qualifier, Masters qualifier cups this last weekend. Really happy to see everyone joining these streams again. Like, I've been busy the last couple months, casting and playing, on the NEPA side of things. But you gotta know. I miss the casting seat in VRML, and I miss this type of action. I miss this type of cast. I miss the fact that we have these every single day type of casts. So rest assured, this is the start of something new. It's a musical of the high school variety even, and we are soaring. We're flying. Guess what? There's not a star we can't reach. I'm going all the way with that. That said, I do want to point out. So anyways, more relevant news here. So Luxor finished Gold 3, JG, last season. YERMA finished Gold 4. We got Gilligan coming back, who last played in Season 2. Season 2, which, as I recall, started in July. It was July 1st, I think, or early July of was it 2020. It's been a long time, is the point, since Gilligan's played. But on the wireless jacks, who do still do scrims, and that's on Veritas Media every week on Sunday, right?
Yep.
Doing that. Yeah, there you go. So Gilligan's been playing again. It's not a case of him just, getting on a whim saying, I'm going to return in the span of a week and we're going to, get right back. No, he's been building up to this. And like I said, I can kind of relate. I've been there in recent months. Before playing in NEPA, I did 21 days in a row of like 6-7 sets a day just to get warmed up back. Gilligan has been very much like that. I know this team for a fact have been scrimming and practicing hard. So coming off Season 2, a master team, wireless jacks at the time. I mean, we're going to see what the ceiling is for YERMA. I'm very curious, suffice to say.
Gilligan, at least from what I've seen, phenomenal player. Amazing asset. Just always there to just support the teammates. And even though Gilligan has only made 2 points.
Got stats everywhere.
Stats everywhere. It's crazy to see how much YERMA has just split up the just responsibilities, and not one person is left unanswered. It's honestly awesome to see that type of teamwork, as we've got 10 seconds till we see the start of the second round. And with this big of a time between rounds, I'm curious to see who's going to take best advantage, because I know for me, at least in a round, I always need action. If I stop, then I'm going to start to lose it. So let's see how both of these teams respond to that, and let's see how they're going to do. But Palador, take it away.
Yeah, you don't want to lose it. You got to flip this thing and reverse it, or something like that. I might be missing a reference. But that said, will be Gilligan here. First joust for YERMA. Seeing if Luxor, though. We just want to see, now that we have a score reset, this is the big thing. 0-0, score reset, mental reset. hopefully for them, an early score. It doesn't have to be the first score, but an early score coming in from Luxor, I think will change the entire tides of their flow in this game.
Is now Gilligan going to go for the pass to Roman as he'll try and go for the one-on-one, but Gilligan's just going to take great advantage, but TCP will take even greater as that will be a nice interception, saving them from a point, and still no goal has been made, so let's see how this is going to be sent through. Some weird geo bounces at that, but still no possession as, not sure who, but it's one side of YERMA going to get the slap off, as now it will be Peanut there to just take it down and just slow this entire game.
I like it. It was such a runaway train in the first round. I kind of like this slowdown, you know, trying to dictate the pace in their own right. And because there isn't a lopsided score to start off, they have that luxury, the luxury, I guess you can say. But I like this. They held off on a couple defensive stands already. Now they have a chance at offense, so if they can continue this work up the floor at their pace with their patience, they will be in good position. Unfortunately, the pass was just slightly off, and that was enough to undo it, but Peanut with a great shield and a stun to maybe enable a play now coming in from Luxor, but no! Delivering it right to Roman's hands, the Roman candle, he's flaming hot. It's back, though, to the midline, Dan 6.
Both sides are doing phenomenal, but Block Eye gonna go for the pass, but Skittles with the interception. Dan 6 there to make the interception once again. Block Eye gonna give the cut pass down to TCP, and the juke, and the save by a member of YERMA. TCP gonna go for the shot. They almost so close to just slipping out of their hands, but they still get it with a minute 47 from the first goal. What a start to the second round.
Takes me back. I mentioned it. Once in a competitive match, I did in fact ding a dunk. So it happens to the best of us. But they were able to make the best of it. And now they got the disc right back and releasing it. And it is sweet victory there. Someone called SpongeBob with a big lob. It's 3 points. They're up by 5.
I would swing it, but then we'd probably get copyright on this Twitch VOD.
Probably. We'd nail it too hard. It'd be muted instantly.
The Caster's Bless just gives us a voice. They
Caster's
just know.
Bless.
Yep, DMCA right now. There you go, VRML. Anyways, Roman.
We're running DMC. We're running.
There you go. Roman, now with the disc.
Oh, Roman DMC. Sorry, continue.
Roman set it down through, taking their time, even with 5 points of a difference. It's still 7 minutes left as Gilligan gonna make the reset down to Roman once again, passing it down through with an unfortunate bounce. Skittles able to grab the possession and go for the reset. Not to anybody, but Chill Out gonna be able to read that bounce, pass it right down to Roman, and this is a reset once again, taking their time, trying to find an open opportunity.
And there is an open pass there to Chill Out. It was right at the sideline, the 2-man game, handing it back, and right through the midst of Dan 6. That's gonna kill you a little bit, but gotta just wipe it off, JG, right? Say, okay, you know, we did everything we could. Next play.
And phenomenal. This is a great example. I love it to death. As YERMA having a slow start at that, as that's gonna be a nice start of this first round, but a nice interception at that from the side of YERMA. Let's see how this is played out as Roman with an open 3, and no, will not make the shot as Gilligan almost found it in their hands, but we fumbled a little bit more as now TCB Damien able to get that cleared out.
Good discipline by Damien there, really not getting involved in the stun department. That almost went in on the goal, but just a little leech off the players and kind of turned around to delay the stacks. Damien now getting the disc back. Damien really putting in some serious work in the last 15 seconds alone, and a lot of plays, subtle or otherwise, doing some work. But will it buy them the goal is the question. There's a latch and the leech coming in from Peanut, checking up behind as Roman now joins that front line, bouncing it highways forward as it will be Chill Out going forward for the goal. That's saved but dragged on in. Oh, Peanut, that will drive you nuts, but it's a good attempt nonetheless.
I would still be proud of myself, honestly. There's not much, at least from that angle, it was so close to the goal, it would have been really hard to slap out. So, still going to give it to them. But, for at least for the side of YERMA, they're only a point down now. A phenomenal response. We're going to have to see how Luxor takes this, as Dan 6 will have the possession. Get a nice pass down to Peanut. Peanut going to go for the send through, very slow and surely, right into Chill Out's hands. But no, Dan 6 in the midfield, intercepting, taking it slow. as they will now trying to fight a pass now to TCP.
This is a real test here for Luxor because they've done phenomenally. I know it's a 1-point game here, but they had 2 plays in a row where you got an arguable Chicago, and then the next play kind of a save, but then dragged on in. So it's kind of 2 unlikely plays, but if they do that, they'll be just fine. This is the mental fortitude I was talking about, showing that fortitude and the attitude. That's a 7-4.
That attitude showed a 19. What a shot. Like, that's the first thing I always notice is that symbol is just different than the others, and I see the 19. Hardest shot to do, and she did it. There you go. And you did it live on VRML, so you get to capture that moment forever. Now TCP with another shot. Hello, that's gonna ding so close to making it in, but Black Eye now with the possession.
I really love what I'm seeing from Luxor here. They are looking calm, cool, collected, maybe a little too calm and cool, trying to go super cool with that super shot, but unfortunately the 360 is a no-go. They're still going to get the play, though, with another recovery there from Peanut, and diving out, excellent defense from Skittles. And now will be Peanut, though, another recovery, another just near miss. Like I said, they're doing so many right things, correct things, just not working out quite yet. So this one they need, and they will get, well, one way or the other, and it's in. 9-4. Luxor has really, really done well to come back in this round after a lopsided first round.
Maybe, just maybe it was the time. Yeah, maybe they just had to have just a little bit of just mental cooldown once again, and hey, there we go. This might be a reverse sweep, or YERMA just have some slight mistakes that they just need to figure out, as that will be sent through 2 defenders from the side of Luxor, as Skittles will not expect Peanut and TCP there on the stack, and there will be sent down through the read, but no, will be bounced through in both stacks. A little bit hazed as now Dan going for the one-on-one in the ding off the goal, as Block Eye will get another shot. Now a 7-point lead for the side of Luxor. What a change in a game, Baldor.
Absolutely. YERMA in round 1, they scored, 17 points, I believe? But held to only 4 points here after nearly 8 minutes of action in round 2. It's basically turning into an inverse of round 1, where now it just seems like everything's going the way of Luxor. So, like I said, wonderful job by them, certainly. And for YERMA, I know they're not too worried, because at minimum they'll still have another round if they can't come back here. But certainly need to start tying these plays together, and they do! Chill out to Skittles, and the Thrills out here. They're actually within 5. It's still doable.
It is completely right. Maybe, and I think, like you said before, dude, it was, I just called you dude for the first time I cast, that feels weird. For the first time, Palador.
Go to your room.
I don't know. Sorry, Paladad. Anyways, the 1 goal can change the difference of a game, as now sent all the way down through the stack from the side of YERMA, unable to find the stack, but chill out, able to just keep it calm and collected and get this done through, as Skittles with the potential to bounce. There we go. 2-point difference to tie it up, or a 3-pointer to give them that point lead. That's what they needed.
Skittles making it rainbow. I like that one. That's much more clippable. That's much less potentially offensive to me. So 11-9. What a hit from the deep end of the pool there. With that, they've got to be careful for Luxor. They played phenomenally this round, and yet they're only up by 2. So the last thing they need, as I always say in the last minute of the game, don't allow a 3, first of all. Make them score twice in order to beat you. But that said, they need to control this disc, and if they lose control, they need to get back to the other side in a hurry. And that hurry might be soon here if they can't recover quickly, as it will be Dan 6 doing just that. But another kind of haphazard pass, and in control, but just barely with half a minute remaining, JG.
Yes, TCP going for the one-on-one, the dunk!
Oh.
Sealing the spot. No OT in this round.
What a shot there.
Yeah.
The fact that that was so patiently played, there were about 3 different times Damien could have shot that, but then recognized, hey, if I'm not going to be dove upon by the goalie, I'm going to walk it around in. Walk it around and in, just like he did. That's some beautiful concentration. I like it.
TCP now getting the interception. Another shot. That might be big on their confidence. Oh no, the ding! Unable to get it. 13-9 now for the side of Luxor. They have the round, so we're going to go to a 3rd round once again, And we're gonna have to see how this is played out. But amazing work from both sides.
Notably, absolutely, the fact that they got beat, again, lopsidedly in round 1, you can't really sugarcoat it too much, but it's going to happen to you. That's the beauty of the round reset, the clock, and the score reset. You get rounds like those where a team says, you know what? If you can do it, so can we. And they did. Damien with 11 points thus far. 5 steals, 40 stuns. I see Twitch chat over there pointing them out. Damien with 40 stuns. Only second to Gilligan with 53, of course. But that's huge. And that is, everyone. Look at everyone else. 7 stuns, 28, 12, 15, 11, 6. And then you have 2 players with 53 and 40. They talk about just beating punch for punch, goal for goal. I mean, Damien is doing a lot of serious work for them. Dan 6 with a few assists as well, and Block A with 4 points and a save, as well as a save for Peanut and a steal. I mean, hey, that's just the team has done well. I have no idea what to expect, JG, going to round 3 now.
We're going to have to see it. Time will tell. The boosters getting ready.
I'm ready.
I am even readier, Paladora. Let's see how this is going to be played out. Let's see who can get that stack. Will it be YERMA or will it be Luxor? Let's see. YERMA now with the possession. Gilligan getting the first grab has now passed up to Roman. Roman gonna go for the cut pass down to Skittles, but bounce around. Gilligan now with the possession. Reset, semi-reset, down to Chill Out. Up top, down low, and unfortunately for Luxor, too slow at that. First pointer for the side of YERMA. 15 seconds. A nice response to all of the stuff that's happening. They showed who's boss.
Wintry Ice in the chat there saying good placement, Chill, and I was about to say just that. Absolutely. Didn't even have to be like top pocket necessarily, but there were 3 or 4 bodies kind of in that mid and lower area of the goal. So Chill Out hit the one place where there were not a bunch of bodies in the way that could have saved it or just headbutted it. Beautiful job. Gilligan now just checking behind before finding maybe a dime. No, and set off Damien. However, Gilligan just more brawls yet with a recovery. Quick pass. The communication was there, but the catch not quite. Left before the grab, and now left for dead as it will be sailed into Roman's arms, and Roman getting stunned. Gilligan now just slingshotting it over to the wall, and chaos unraveling at the moment at the start of round 3.
Skittles popping it up to Gilligan on the on Sky, or that little indent inside of the arena. Now Roman potentially gonna find the one-on-one, and will. Now 4 points for the side of YERMA. They're doing a great job for this 3rd round. I'm curious to see how Luxor is gonna respond to these 2 unanswered goals.
Yeah, well done by Roman, employing the same thing I saw towards the end of the last round, right? Where you say, okay, if that goalkeeper isn't going to dive out, not going to commit to a dive, and I have enough wiggle room to maneuver, I am just going to walk it right in for a dunk, and that is high percentage as anything. Well done, well done.
Phenomenal job. We still have 8 minutes left on the clock, so both sides can come out victorious for this, but we're going to have to see how this is played out, as that's going to be an open opportunity, and that's an open 3. 7-point lead for the side of YERMA. Now they have a lot more room to work in, as Luxor has still not made any goals, so they have to start pumping the oils inside of the valves and seeing how everything's going to work out. I don't. Does the Echo Arena have any valves? Or like anything similar? I don't know. I don't know my Echo autonomy. As now, TCP gonna pass it down to Peanut, as that's gonna be a nice clear through. Black Eye gonna go for the shot, but Chill Out gonna get the nice interception.
And Ben in the chat asking where's the pause. I was thinking similar as well, because if this shot goes in, and it certainly will, suddenly it's a 9-point advantage, and I don't know who lit what fire under what butt, but they are up by 9 in 3 minutes flat. Pause, timeout, talk it over, change the strats here, because this is just like round 2 was a different Luxor compared to round 1. Well, round 3 is a very different Luxor and a different YERMA for that matter. In round 3, the tides have once again shifted.
All right, Peanut sending that down through. No one able to get that disc. Will it be Block? I know. Chill Out. Just getting a back clear through. This is a potential. Peanut gonna go for the shot, but Skittles with the interception. You are insane. Now sent right back through. Let's see which stack can get there first. As now Roman's going, actually Gilligan, excuse me, for the 3-pointer. 12-point lead unanswered.
JG, let me get hyped because I need to explode right now like Gilligan. The save was incredible. Skittles then scuttled and Gilligan full throttle. 12 points in 4 minutes. This is now turning all of a sudden into Ignite versus most teams match where it's blowout territory as they show out. 4-3 Gilligan again, 15-0. What a round this has turned into. A bomb has been dropped.
Everything. It is phenomenal. We got everyone in chat just freaking out. This is
the time. That's what they're saying.
the
One,
time
no
is now.
timeout, but this is 15 points in an incredible pace. Like this might be at least early season records in terms of just pure scoring output. This has really turned into something crazy.
Gotta agree with you there, as now their offense is just really aggressive, and Luxor has unable to really do anything, but here it is actually a chance as they get the dribble off. A little bit of a fumble there, but they still have an open opportunity. If one team can make 15 points in a half a minute or half 10 minutes, then the other team could do that especially, but fumbled and stunned Luxor is, and YERMA just having great defense. Let's see how this is played through, and a little bit too high as Peanut is unable to grab it. Let's see who can grab this disc.
Yeah, it's just floating slowly. Smooth right, and there's another one for you. But Dan 6 with the disc, and technically, I mean, you're technically correct. If one team can do it, so can the other in theory. But man, the momentum is just too strong, and with shots like that, this is where you say, okay, probably not, because that is kind of, you can see it encapsulated, just the frustration when you have kind of, lackadaisical throws, and that's what you don't like to see when you're on a team or trying to mount a comeback, even if it's not possible, right? It's just being able to stay mentally strong. But if you're going to go with just kind of the, casual frisbee fling without really intent to make it, I mean, then it's going to carry over. That kind of thing carries over in a team's mentality week to week. I've seen it a lot as well. So you got to just play your fundamentals, even though it's gotten away from you here, and play to the buzzer.
They most definitely are, as the offense from the side of YERMA is just insane. Even after getting intercepted, most of the time they're able to just get the stuns out. As now, nice reset from the side of Luxor.
And I want to point out too, because chat is pointing it out. So even if it was an intended thing, that they have not done that all series long, right? They're going away from what brought them success. That's my main point here. It's not that it's not a play that they can do. It's a play that they have not done or attempted even once, as far as I recall this match. That's what I mean. It's like getting away from your fundamentals, getting away from your game plan, because it's that kind of stuff where it just puts you all out of sorts.
Phenomenal side from the side of Luxor is now they're setting it through. The stacks are all bunched up together, but the side of YERMA will get the stunts off on time, as that defense is going to break up. And now, once again, Gilligan going to go for the shot. Or Roma, excuse me. All those names are similar distance. We are now in mercy territory. Any goal will now make this a mercy for the side of YERMA. What a third round to end this off.
Yeah, to answer chat there, it is Luxor versus YERMA. YERMA over on orange. The Tyro and Lethal match was right before this. We just didn't have that title change. Also, on that note, UI changes coming soon. Don't worry, very, very, very soon. In fact, you'll have some nice details back in the mix. As trying to look for the small details. Now that I love. There it is, Peanut to Damien, and that is the kind of play that you love to see, right? The fundamental play to get them on the board. Doesn't matter that this game's out of hand. They can still do the right things to lead them to, a good match the next time around. Long season, right? So it's a building process.
They still got 2 minutes left in this match. Why not use the most of it and just still get your strats out? No matter what, you should always just try and make goals. Even if it's the last 5 seconds, try your best to just get as many goals as you can to just show you're still knocking in there and you're still trying your best. As now, Chill Out will get stunned out by Block A, as Skittles will get the interception, and the fumbling and the dancing happen around, but Peanut will be able to gain the possession, just juking around, making the reset, as Block Eye will be there and send it through to Peanut, and Peanut gonna get it through actually, and unable, Chill Out is able to grab the disc.
And Chill Out opting for a reset, kind of, sort of. The chain losing their chain a little bit there, but certainly they played off a chain on the whole in this round. There's another stun coming in from Gilligan. I shudder to imagine what his count is at. 76. Well, getting a little bit Philly up in here, it looks like, but saying they can just close this out maybe with one more. They can reach that 20 mark with a score here as Chill Out will recover, but only for a moment as a slap through by Block A into another interception from Gilligan with a pass. No finish, but maybe, just maybe, and one more pass, and it will be off the head, bouncing, and then the open goal, and the open ding, unfortunate there. Could not convert on one more shot.
So unfortunate. But let's see how Peanut can do, getting a great clear out, actually. Let's see which deck is able to get there first, and it will look against Peanut. Peanut gonna go for the send through, but a little bit off. And now, right back into the hands as Block Eye gotta get a quick send through right down to TCP. TCP just gonna climb up the wall, try and find the pass, maybe go for the one-on-one, go for the juke on Gilligan, and go for the one-on-one, but the slam not going to connect. What an amazing play, just didn't finish through, as that's gonna be a nice clear out and a nice send through. Skittles with the 3 points with just 5 seconds left. They're gonna end it off on a bang. Only 1 point away from a mercy instead of 2.
Right, and still, I mean, 21 points. They started off in the first about 4 minutes, 4 minute mark, 4.5 minute mark. They had 15 points. That's a lot of points to put on in just a short span. Like I said, they started off kind of that Ignite style Mercy territory that we've seen from their team season after season in North America. But yeah, they slowed down a little bit so that the defense did increase in intensity, and they were able to at least slow the pace. Like I said, there's carryover effect there. Still got to hand it to Luxor, of course, for the amazing return in round 2 after just not a good round 1. They were able to really mentally reset and establish their dominance there. But if you talk about dominance, JG, look no further than what YERMA was able to do collectively. 15-2 in round 1, 21-2 in round 3. So in 20 minutes span, they hold Luxor to 4 points between those 2 rounds in particular, while scoring, 36 points. I did math, didn't we? Wow.
Good job. Wow.
Yeah.
I loved both of these matches. Both had 3rd round, which is obviously amazing for casters. I know it takes a little bit long, and especially with timeouts, it interferes with some of the schedules, but still, nonetheless, phenomenal features by both of these games that we've had today, and a phenomenal comeback from the side of YERMA. So I think even for the side of Luxor, they can take the recording of this video and see what they did wrong. I think that's the best thing that I'm going to be doing with my team, at least, is if we ever get casted, we're going to review the heck out of it, because that's the best time that we're going to get. So even if you do lose, you still gain a lot from this. And if you do it, if you work on it right, then you can improve from your mistakes and climb up the ladders in the ladder series for VRML. So
Climbing's what it's all about. That said, I think that is about it for now. Yeah, looks like no other games after this one, at least scheduled to be casted for the moment. But yeah, it's been fun. 2 good matches, like you said. Going to round 3s, certainly. We saw the return of Gilligan out of the board and gov seat, but no longer a threat at that level. Now just a threat, and a serious threat at the player. So if you thought Banhammer Gilligan was a pain, you guys watch out, because now he's back in the arena and he's coming after you. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Anyways, that said, good stuff. Appreciate all the support in the Twitch chat too. A lot of people in there that we all know and love, and as well as plenty of new chatters over the last few days, which has been super exciting. So thank you to Kintsugi KK, and Queen Cap, 5 Spotted Dog, C Shocker Dash EJP, CIA Giants, Nate Appleton, Tio, Torquemada, Naticus, welcome to the team also, production team, by the way. And Wintry Ice, Tio, I already said Tio, but hey, T for 2, 2 for me. And yeah, speaking of first-time chatters, Masab as well. Bruh, how's it going? Grab knee. Sorry, you missed the stream. Is what you missed. So we're done for the evening.
Hate that feeling so much.
Yeah. Any other things you want to leave off with there, JG, or for that matter, Newton Dad? Also, if you want to chime in. Like I said, I keep forgetting you're like casting now too. So
Go ahead, Newton. If you have anything.
we have the stage. You have the stage. Go.
Watch VRML. Thanks.
Agreed. Oh, also welcome Newt to the casting team.
Yeah,
by the
I
by.
can't wait to cast with him. We're gonna cast together here soon.
So exciting.
Can you believe it? Newt and Newton Dad on a cast? It's gonna happen this season.
Ha.
I'm excited. And yeah, I mean, we had a peak of 100 viewers on this stream as well. and we were getting to the 200s in our qualifier cup. Some amazing growth in Echo and in VRML. So one last time, I know, probably tired of the plugs if you've been on these streams all day, but if you're new to Echo, you're new to VRML, and there is a lot of you I've seen in the chat literally all of the weekend and the last couple of days as well. Definitely follow. Go follow VRML 2 and 3 as well. You can find links to that below the video player, or just attach a 2 and a 3 to the end of the link of the channel you're currently on. Go follow the channels because we are streaming all the time. Okay, in Europe, North America, and Oceania, we have streams literally all throughout the day, almost every day of the week. If we're not streaming at least 6 out of 7 days of the week, I'd be surprised because usually we are. So make sure you follow. You have action from every level of the ladder. Doesn't matter if you're diamond or bronze. We try to spread the love as much as we can. If you do want casts, because I've been getting this question a lot on the streams and in my DMs and, of course, in the league chat and Discord, go to the website, vrml.com or vrmasterleague.com. Either way it works. /Echo Arena /matches. And on that match page, you will see a list of the matches and an arrow on the right side. That arrow is called the hype vote button. So if you have a match, go get at the minimum, get your teammates at least to vote for it. But, get your teammates, friends, family, whoever. If you want to see your matches casted, that is a great way to give you a high percentage chance or higher percentage chance to get it casted, because we will generally prioritize those as much as we can, which is to say often. That's probably it for me now on all the plugs. So, JG, one last chance. Anything you want to say?
Love VRML. Just join. Honestly, even if you're a low level or a high level, it doesn't matter. We'll still accept you, and it's just a phenomenal learning lesson for all the new people. If you've seen what VRML can do, share it around to your friends. If they've gotten a new headset, maybe just have your small group of friends that you've played that aren't really good at VRML or Echo Arena in general. Just have fun, because it is the best time to just have fun and just play competitively. As Paldor takes off his headset just to check something, but I'm done.
Yeah, to answer the question there from Simple, it's Audio Technica BP. Wait, hold on. I don't want to dyslexia it. Okay, BPHS1.
Fancy.
I feel like I still dyslexiated it.
It's fancy.
Anyways, side note though, I do use Voice Meter Banana. That adds a lot of extra oomph to this mic that otherwise would not be there. So, just for reference. But yeah, Audio Technica BPHS1 or BPSH1. I already forgot. Whatever. Anyways, doesn't matter.
That thing, yeah.
Scramble the letters and you'll find it eventually on Amazon, and also Voice Meter. That's all I use. Anyway, who won? First time chatter, Patty Cakes. It was YERMA who won this last match, and Lethal on the second to last.
Yeah, previous
right?
ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are your two winners. But from all of us here on the VRML casting desk, I think that will finally do it for at least right now. For those who redeem VIPs, I'll get that to you like right after we end the stream here. And for those who redeem Cast My Match, because there was a couple of you, make sure you DM me with your team name and all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, I've been Palador. That's been JG co-casting with me, Newton Dad on the cams, Aiden VR also casting on Channel 2 earlier with him. Thank you all for watching and tuning in. I dropped something. Be happy, healthy, safe, and be good to each other. And we're going to see you again, well, real soon.